Hey, Cowboys Nation! Welcome to your ultimate destination for all things Dallas Cowboys. From the latest news, game analyses, rumors, to deep dives into player performances and strategies, we've got you covered. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a play. Let's dive into everything you need to know about America's team. In a stunning twist that set the NFL rumor mill on fire, quarterback Baker Mayfield has made headlines once again. And this time, it's not about his gritty comebacks or fiery on-field attitude. Nope, it's a message. A loud and clear message aimed straight at Jerry Jones and the heart of Texas. Baker wants to be a Cowboy. That's right. The former #1 overall pick, now fresh off a solid season with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, has openly expressed interest in joining the Dallas Cowboys. The news broke through various insider circles and gained traction after Mayfield reportedly told people close to him, and eventually hinted in a recent interview, that he'd love the chance to wear the star. That's a direct appeal to America's team. And if you're a fan of drama, ambition, and quarterback shakeups, buckle up. This storyline is about to get wild. Now, before anyone brushes this off as just another off-season headline, let's take a moment to understand what this actually means. Baker Mayfield isn't just some backup quarterback hoping to hang on to an NFL roster. He's a Heisman winner, a playoff game winner, a guy who took a struggling Browns franchise to the postseason and pulled off a major upset against the Steelers. And he did all that with a chip on his shoulder bigger than Texas itself. So when someone like Baker, who still believes he has something to prove, starts eyeing the Cowboys, you know he's not joking. This isn't about publicity. This is about legacy. Baker sees Dallas not just as a team, but as a platform, a chance to resurrect his image and his career under the brightest lights in football. He knows the stakes, and he's making his move. So why Dallas? Why now? The Cowboys, led by Dak Prescott, have been perennial playoff contenders but haven't quite lived up to their Super Bowl potential. Dak has had his moments of brilliance, but the consistency, especially in the postseason, has been a major question mark. Baker Mayfield sees a window. He sees a roster stacked with talent. CeeDee Lamb, Micah Parsons, Tony Pollard, and one of the best offensive lines in the game. Combine that with a fan base starving for a championship and a front office always looking to make a splash, and you've got the perfect storm. Baker isn't just asking for a shot. He's promising to bring the fire, the swagger, and the attitude that Dallas fans have been begging for. Whether he backs that up, well, that's a whole different story. But the intent is crystal clear. The buzz around Mayfield's message didn't stay quiet for long. Sports media outlets exploded with hot takes. Fan forums lit up with debates, and even former NFL players started weighing in. Some think it's a brilliant move, a quarterback with grit looking for redemption. Others see it as a distraction, a desperate move from a player who's bounced between teams and hasn't found a stable home since leaving Cleveland. But regardless of which side you fall on, you can't deny one thing: Baker Mayfield knows how to command attention. And in a league where headlines often shape opportunities, he's putting himself right in the middle of one of the most talked about franchises in sports. That takes guts. That takes strategy. And maybe, just maybe, that takes someone who truly believes he belongs in the spotlight. Let's not forget where Baker's coming from. After the Browns moved on from him, he had short stints with the Panthers and Rams before finally finding some footing with the Buccaneers. In Tampa Bay, expectations were low. Tom Brady had just retired, the roster had holes, and most analysts predicted a losing season. But Baker, he stepped in and made believers out of skeptics. He led the Bucs to the playoffs, showed real leadership, and reminded everyone that he's not done yet. That resurgence might be the very thing giving him the confidence to reach out to a team like Dallas. Because it wasn't just about stats, it was about presence. Baker showed that when he's healthy and focused, he can still lead, he can still fight, and more importantly, he can still win. From a business standpoint, the idea of Baker Mayfield in a Cowboys jersey makes a lot of sense. The NFL thrives on narratives, and this one's got blockbuster written all over it. Imagine the marketing machine, the redemption arc, the Texas native returning to his home state, the gritty underdog trying to outshine the franchise QB. Jerry Jones has always been a showman, a businessman who understands that the Cowboys aren't just a football team, they're a brand. Bringing in Baker would spark national conversation, sell jerseys, and keep Dallas on every sports show from now until training camp. Of course, there's the matter of contracts, cap space, and the locker room dynamic. But from a storyline perspective, this is the kind of move that gets people talking. And in the NFL, that's half the battle. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Dallas Cowboys. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. Dak Prescott's reaction, if and when this gets more serious, will be crucial. Dak has been the face of the Cowboys since Tony Romo stepped down. And while he's had highs and lows, the team has publicly backed him year after year. But even the most loyal teams reach a crossroads. And with Dak's contract situation looming and no deep playoff runs to show for it, pressure is mounting. Baker's message might not be a direct challenge, but it could shake things up internally. Competition has a way of doing that. It sharpens focus, it makes people uncomfortable, and sometimes it forces a franchise to really assess where it stands. Is Dak still the guy, or is it time to at least consider alternatives? That's the conversation Baker Mayfield just ignited. Now, this wouldn't be the first time Baker put himself in the middle of an action. He's never been afraid to speak his mind, never backed down from controversy, and certainly never shied away from a big moment. That's part of what makes him polarizing. You either love the swagger or hate the ego. But in Dallas, that kind of fire might be exactly what the Cowboys need. A team with all the pieces but missing that intangible something, that grit, that edge. Baker believes he can be that guy. And whether or not the front office agrees, fans are already buzzing with what-if scenarios. Could Baker push Dak to another level? Could he take over if things go south? Could it actually win in Dallas? The speculation has just begun. Of course. There's always the possibility this is just strategic posturing. Maybe Baker's team is floating the Cowboys' name to raise his own market value. Maybe it's a pressure play on Tampa Bay to offer him a better deal. Or maybe it's just the natural drama of the NFL offseason, where dreams are pitched, rumors swirl, and only a few actually come true. But when a player as outspoken and fearless as Baker Mayfield speaks up, you can't ignore it. He's not some rookie trying to make waves. He's a seasoned vet with a chip on his shoulder, looking for the perfect stage to remind the league who he is. And if that stage happens to be in Dallas, well, you better believe he's ready to take it. So, what happens next? That's the million-dollar question. Will Jerry Jones pick up the phone? Will Dak respond with a career-best season? Will Baker get the chance he's asking for? Or will this all fade into off-season noise? One thing's for sure, Baker Mayfield just put the Cowboys and the entire league on notice. He's not done. He's not fading quietly. And he's got his eyes set on the biggest prize in football. Whether you love him or hate him, you got to respect the hustle. Because in the world of the NFL, sometimes all it takes is one bold statement to change everything. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Dallas Cowboys, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. We always look forward to your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.